Hey, I'm back again with the adventures of Bobby and Bobby. Not an adventure as usual. We're still preparing. I sound like a broken record, as I always say. Um, the SumoSpring right there is going to go. I've already started loosening up the two bolts that hold it. Everything lines up. The problem is now I'm going to have to crawl under here because this bolt is loose, but there's a nut on the other side. So with the nut on the other side, I've got to put a wrench on it to hold it. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So hopefully it goes quick. Hopefully I can get something latched onto the other side. Just a simple wrench, and hopefully they just spin right off. But then, of course, I'm gonna have to get a nut and hold the nut up there. So it's gonna be interesting. Supposedly you could just do this without taking the tire off, just jacking it up. I put the front hitch in from the back, but normally the tire carrier goes up there, but lifted the whole body up. Obviously the frame stayed low. As you can see, I have plenty of room now. And well, I'll get back to you as soon as I get this off. Or I'll show if something goes wrong. I'll show something else. All right. Well, be back shortly. Okay. Actually, that wasn't too bad. I broke out the M12 and I broke out a ratcheting, whatever you call it. Did not realize that they had these little things on the other side. And still gonna have to get my hand up in there. This looks pretty bent and rusted or something. I'm not sure. It looks rotted out. So, and it does look like it impacted a few times, but that's an incredible amount of travel. So definitely needed these. So this here is just going to go somewhere over here. And of course you try and do things with one hand. And it's going over there like there. And I just got to get it on. So it should fit nicely. And then, of course, I can't hold the camera and do that. But let it down. Might actually touch a little bit, but it's supposed to, the harder you push, more compressed, it has compressed air cells or whatever the word is, cavities in the plastic that makes it squish more or something. So I'm just going to have to put it together. Now, I am questioning, should I put Blue Loctite on that black piece that threads down into that? So I'm going to look that up real quick and then I'll get back. All right, so this side's moving along. Hopefully I'll be able to get the nuts in and tightened. Right back. Okay, so it says here that it's recommended to use Blue Loctite. So I use Blue Loctite on the middle thread here. I had some from the prehistoric times. I have no clue how old that is actually. But nowhere did I see in the instructions where it talks about using Blue Loctite. And pretty much AI says it's highly recommended to prevent loosening from road vibrations. So I'm going to get this in. I got the nuts. Looks like it has some washers and self-locking nuts. And one for each side. So I'm going to try to get my hands in there and get this in now. Okay, I'm back again. That went in pretty smoothly. It's really hard to get your hands up behind here. With the pumpkin in the way, you have to kind of like reach up through everything. You got the thing jacked up. Right now there's maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches, but I've got the whole truck jacked up. So once I let it back down, it should be almost touching or touching. So I'm about to put. I've already taken the other boot, the other pump stop off on the other side, and I'll be putting it in. I'll take pictures of it and let it down. But so far, it seems pretty easy. A little easier than Timbrins, but let's see which is the better product. Okay, we're on the other side. We're on the passenger side. I've already taken, obviously, this out. It's sitting in there. I haven't put the nuts on yet. I have to crawl under there and reach up. It's not too bad on this side just because there's no pumpkin there. It leaves me a lot more room. As you can see, I got a little piece of wood and a hockey puck under there. And when I let it down, we'll take some pictures at the end and see how close it is or if it's actually sitting on it. This is the side we did new brake line, and it goes all the way back to the ABS. So it goes all the way under the engine and around the thing. That was interesting. As you see, the shocks are new. The steering, drag link, whatever. Side to side shock, the Monroe in there, or that's a Ranchero actually. Placed almost everything. Got the bumper done, the hitch in the front. So we're really making progress here. But let me get the two nuts on and washers on, and then I can let this thing down and see how she sits. So far, it hasn't been that hard. I think I'm just getting tired of working on this thing and looking forward to getting away. And it's getting very hot here in Florida. Alright, be back shortly. Okay, this is the passenger side still, and it's all tightened in there. I'm still jacked up from the front. As you can see, it's probably sideways, but got the tow hitch there that's holding me up. So we got about that much gap. We're going to let it down and then see what we got. I have a feeling it's just going to be almost touching or possibly even compressing a little bit. It's really going to make this ride a little more stable, especially when I get that front tire on the front hitch. So other than that, I'm almost done. Gonna let it down and we'll get right back. Okay, this is the passenger side, and as you can see, they're touching. I knew they'd be. I knew I had a little bit of a sag in here, and barely. It seems like the other side, I will show you shortly, is touching a little more, but this one went in pretty quick. Just had to get under there without the pumpkin. It's a lot easier. Remember, these are the blue ones. These are the softer, spongier ones. They're the 1,000 pound. I'm only putting a 300 pounds on the front with a tire carrier. I'm just looking to control the bounce a little bit. I wasn't looking for any lift or anything, and I'm happy. So let me go to the other side and show you the other side. All right, got a pretty clear view here. You can see it's squished a little bit, not much. You can't move it. Other side, I can almost like squiggle a little bit. So this side's compressing a little bit more than the other side. Could be the springs, whatever. Truck's pretty old, but as I said, all I was looking for was to take a little bit out of that extra bounce with the tire on the front. I drove it for a couple thousand miles with the tire on the front. If it hadn't been for the front hitch was put on wrong, I don't think I would have even had any problems. So as you can see, went in. Between filming is what took the longest, and cleaning up, and it's in my garage, and it's extreme Florida heat. It's in the 90s. But otherwise, that's about it. Success. And like and subscribe, and I think we're going to get back to the cabinets and get those under the bed boxes put in. Get the tools together. I got to get the DC to DC charger. I set up a fuse for it coming off the battery, so all I do is got to run the wires back to the camper when we put the camper on when we get up to the other house. Other than that, again, like and subscribe. Hopefully someone will have a comment or questions. These were about $250 for the pair. Cheaper, but I don't know. The Timbrens were almost over 500, 532 or something for the pair. I don't know what the fronts were. I think they were about the same. So this was a cheaper option and a softer option. So again, like and subscribe. Peace.